What's up, guys? Otaku Wrestling Fan here today to give you the Royal Rumble 2017 match predictions. And yes, the matches are on this PC right here because I don't remember what they are. You can see the reflection in my glasses. Doesn't this make it so good? Alright, so first of all on the pre-show, we've got Cesaro and Sheamus versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in a tag team title match where there are two referees. And let's be honest here. I mean, Carl Anderson and friggin' Gallows picked up the victory on Raw, so this one's probably going to go to Cesaro and Sheamus. Which sucks because the club have really been treated like crap since they debuted. I don't know. It seems like 1 second they get a push, the next second they're just back to being from Japan and apparently good. Just chucking out there. Our second pre-show match is a slow bitch versus the boss, Sasha Banks. And I reckon that friggin' Nia Jax is going to win that. The fat bitch is probably going to squash the boss bitch. What more do you want? That sums up that pretty much. You then have a 6-woman tag team match. Don't know why that's not on the pre-show. Would it have made more sense to swap Nia Jax and Sasha for the 6-woman tag team match? Just seems a little bit off if you ask me. So apparently on the 6-man tag team match for the women's thing, we have Becky Lynch, Naomi, Nikki Bella versus Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, and Natalya. Well, since Mickie has recently just re-debuted, let's go ahead and give that one to the heels. Need no say more. Bout sums that up entirely. We have the Cruiserweight match, Rich Swann versus the King of the Cruiserweights, Neville. I'm hoping that Neville pulls that one out, but for some reason, I don't think he will. So I'm going to stick with Swann. I don't know. I can somehow think that Neville's going to get disqualified, or Rich is just going to pull a fast one on him, like a roll-up or something. I don't know, but I'm just going to stick with Swann on that. Charlotte Flair versus the lovable idiot Bayley. I'm going to give that one to Bayley. And now, probably a very unpopular decision here, but the whole story seems to be built up about the pay-per-view streak and everything, and I just think that Bayley could probably benefit almost the most out of beating that, unless they want to hold off for just a teeny bit longer, and maybe give it to Jax, but I don't see them doing that. Or, what they'll do is, they'll have friggin' Charlotte retain via means of cheating or something, and then maybe push this up to WrestleMania, which is going to drag on. And then give Bayley a big victory there. Who knows? Both of them are possibilities, just it's going to go one of two ways. But I'm going to stick with Charlotte, either via disqualification or outside interference. Cool? Cool. Next up is one of the most unpredictable matches on the card, which is AJ Styles versus Jonathan Cena. I don't know. I can honestly say that for the first time in a long time, when it comes to a title match, I can't pick a winner. My heart's saying AJ, but my head's saying Cena. And now, here's the thing. If they want to keep AJ have the title and give him that one more victory over Cena here, before his defense at Elimination Chamber, just to make him solidify that tiny bit more as one of the top heels on SmackDown, even though he's more like a face. Because let's be honest here, everyone cheers him anyway. I would give this to AJ. But if Cena wins, and I know there's been a lot of talk about Cena fighting Taker at WrestleMania this year in a title versus career match, but then again, that's all over the shop. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not. Vince needs to make up his goddamn mind. Then Cena will win. See, this match here, as well as the next one, with Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns, is really going to depend on who I think is going to win the Rumble. So, at this point, I'm going to say Styles, but maybe not clean again, just so we could lose it at Elimination Chamber, which I don't want to happen. So we got Owens versus Roman Reigns in a no disqualification match for the WWE Universal title match. Chris Jericho will be suspended in a shark cage above the ring. Since this is now no disqualification, let's give this to Owens. But then again, now that Seth is no longer in the Royal Rumble, Seth can come out and interfere and just screw over Owens, which is also a possibility. Who knows? But I'm tipping that Jericho is going to drop down a chair or his belt or something, still somehow cause a distraction, and that's how that will go. So I'm going to give Owens this one, and he's probably going to go ahead and face the winner of the Royal Rumble, who I think is going to be Finn motherfucking Balor. Now, I know that he's not entered in the Royal Rumble yet, but the thing is, with Balor, he can be a surprise entrant, and you've already got the story there built up from NXT for him versus Owens. And just imagine at WrestleMania, Kevin Owens versus Finn Balor, Universal title. Imagine the match they had in Japan, or that ladder match that they had at NXT TakeOver. I think it was Boston. Anyway, or the match they had at NXT TakeOver. But on the big stage. You could even chuck a stipulation there. It'd be pretty much goddamn perfect. And you've already got the story built up there. These two have been former rivals since NXT. So that's one possibility. You've also got the possibilities of Oldberg, Baroque Lobster, The Dead Man, Zayn. It's just, I'm going to stick with Balor here, even though there are a couple other names in there that I'm going to say could win it, but I'm just mostly leaning towards Balor at this point at either 28, 29, or 30. So those are my predictions for the Royal Rumble this year. Thanks for watching. Otaku Wrestling Fan out.